Greetings, fellow blades of Ragnarok. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 100 of the Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. Ingen, switch your weapon back. And Edith, did you get patched up? You did. All right, let's talk to that loot trader because I paid for it. Where are they? I see Frog, but Frog's not the trader. Oh, they have a bunch of chickens. Hey, you know what that means? We're getting more egg layers if I could figure out where this trader is. They left. As far as I can tell, because I can't jump to location. Really? Really? Have they really left? Slave of Aborn's clan. I mean, I see the loot, but I don't see the trader. Haha. Hope you find some resmec. Not this stream. We've already done all of our ancient danger searching. We searched 8 map tiles and found nil. But I appreciate the bits. You're binging on ambrosia. Well, let's, you know, I don't even have any ambrosia left, so go ahead and binge on it. Maybe they spawned without a trader? No, the loot trader came in kind of a while ago. My guess is Frog here has a medical condition. Nope, Frog doesn't have a medical condition. I don't know. I actually don't know. Did the loot trader get, like, eaten by a bear? Well, either way, that's a bummer. I am not sure. Big shrug. Let me try calling them again. Nope. Day and a half, wait. But here's some new recon armor. We are almost entirely out of Ravager armor. So sorry, false hope about more chickens. More cheating. So if you guys want the hydroponics, let me close that. I already started it. It won just by a single vote, but that is good enough for me. What I'm doing is now figuring out where in this little island we have, can I have not overhead mountain, because we can't put hydroponics in here. It's too cold to grow. And we have to keep it cold because of infestation risk. God, we're out of food. Gaia, can you snap out of this? This is ridiculous at this point. We've gone through all of the food that was on this map tile because you have had a psychotic break for like 4 days now. And now Arna has to like cook for you. Yeah, I tried to go to the trader history and jump to location and it was impossible. At some point I'm just going to like, I don't know. Here, let's make Gaia puke. Puke for your laziness. Oh, that didn't hit? Come on now, that hit. There. You brought this upon yourself. Ha! No longer watering in a psychotic state. It worked! Immediately. Oh, that was great timing. I mean, it's a coincidence. I just want to make it clear that coincidentally she broke from her psychotic break the moment I dropped vertical pulse on her, but what timing. Just immediately like, blah. All right, I'm out of it. I'm good. We're good. Oh, man. Totally worth it. Make the Lucy addict. The other issue is when Lucy addicts go on psychotic breaks like that, there's a chance for them to run out of Luciferium while they're still crazy, and then when they come out of their psychotic break, they go immediately into a Luciferian berserk, which is super dangerous, as one might imagine. No, this is not a gather spot. In fact, I'm going to forbid this door. I don't want anyone going down there. Oh, great. I kick you out of the tree room, and you're like, you know what? I'm smashing stuff. Greedy for an impressive bedroom, which is funny because you have an impressive bedroom, I think. What is the impressiveness? Very impressive, yeah. You have an impressive bedroom. There just happens to be a barracks. So here was the thing. The thing was, if you have someone go haywire, can you just arrest them? And if your social... Oh, Edith, let's go. If their social skill is high enough, yes, indeed you can. And that is what I intend to do so that Ragnar can't break stuff. So, yoink. And now, as you can see, some mental breaks will resolve the moment, like slaughterer or murderer, will resolve the moment they're in irons or, you know, being arrested. Some, like this one, not so much. So as you can see, Ragnar here is still berserked to destroy things. But if I time this right, let me see. Scarred. If I time this right, who can build? I can lock her in there and not actually arrest her. As more exploits. It's so stupid. Oh, he's having the same tantrum. Oh my god. All right, well, I have a solution. All right, not stand right there. Oh, hold on, Scarred. Let him go. We have to time this so that they both get put in at the same time. Nope, wait a little longer. Now. And then Mr. Knut, you're going to have to construct it all of one skill that you have. Oh, dear Lord. And you botched it. Nope, don't walk anywhere. Done! Ha! You're locked in. What are you gonna tantrum now? Yeah, see, there we go. Now they're just standing around because they physically cannot manage to get to their bedrooms, so they can't punch anything. It sucks for Edith and Scarred, but I mean, you know, Edith has started a lot of social fights, so screw her, right? And then Scarred here, you, Scarred, deserve a bit of a bed. So I am going to give you this bed temporarily. There you go. So there you go. Little exploitation of game mechanics. But if you don't want them to bash anything, but you also don't want them to be imprisoned, well, you can just do both. An imprisonment without imprisoning. Weird, but it works. Collateral damage is acceptable. Yep. Ragnar is no longer having a tantrum. And then soon Naz won't either. Well played. More bits for me. Thank you. Cheers. Scarred will get beat up too. Yeah. Probably. Given that he has... well, he has a pain stopper, so it wouldn't really bother him. He wouldn't feel it. He would just be like, oh, I'm bleeding. It's just a flesh wound. Given the history of this colony, my guess is they would, like, tear off his fingers, though. Because that's what all of my social fights seem to do. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Well, this monument has been, like, 10 hours... Oh, there we go. No longer tantruming. And Edith letting them out. Scarred ditching the bed. And there should be an bed for Scarred. Ragnar, that's your bed. Naz, your bed. And... oh, Scart has a bed. Okay. There. Done. Done, 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 done. And nothing got punched. So, yeah, for, like I said, for some mental breaks, the physical act of arresting will be enough. And by the way, Sky, thanks for the bits. The noise bits. The physical act of arresting will be enough, and sometimes it won't be, and you have to take matters into your own hands, which is to say, you know, throw them in and lock them up. Throw away the keys. Which is very much what it did. All right. We have 1.7 days to travel, which means Buffalo's on his feet, as you can see. Or her feet. I didn't even check. His, because he was gay, right? Yes, his feet. Although, this game, females can be gay too. I just remembered that he was a gay male, because I thought to... I just want to preface, I have no problem with people having sexuality traits. It just makes it sad for them, because what will end up happening is he will flirt with other males in the colony, but they will never flirt back, because I don't have anyone else that would date him. I have no pairs for him. So it's just, that would be the one caveat. In fact, I would say, I think the psychology mod changes this. I'm not sure, I'd have to check. But one of the things that I have a problem with in RimWorld is that, you know, if you're gay, you'll flirt with people who aren't, which doesn't happen in real life, not often. Like, it's pretty unusual, you know, you get the hint and be like, oh, okay, this will never happen, because, you know, so yeah, that's the one problem I have with the trait, is that as a net result of game mechanics, the people that, you know, the people that are gay or asexual will happen too, is that they'll be a lot less happy. It's the same issue when you're a psychopath. When you're a psychopath in this game, you don't form relationships in the same way that other pawns do, so you often become the target of everyone's rivalries, and you'll be insulted more often and a lot more social fights and things like that. It's a bummer. And it's a particular bummer if you have, like, if the person who's gay is beautiful, or if they're beautiful, then it's a real problem, because what ends up happening is, like, all of the opposite gender people in your colony will flirt with them, but they will always turn them down, and it just causes so many problems. It causes so many problems. It's a pretty weird game mechanic that I'm surprised hasn't been worked out more in detail. But I think some of it is just that anytime Tynan does anything with, like, gender or sexuality in the game, you know, someone will be upset. How many factions have we wiped out? We have wiped out 3. And there are more that remain, obviously, but we have fully wiped out 3. Some good times. And we are headed to the Njörun run, or Njörun hunt, or however you pronounce that. And once we get very, very close, what I'll do is I'll have more shooters caravan over to come and assist. Yeah, more like in real life, you can't please everyone. Yeah. I don't expect a game like this that has very little to do with interpersonal relationships to go into finite detail about interpersonal relationships. That's another important point to make, which is this game is more or less like a colony sim, and so it doesn't need, like, the relationship mechanics that a game like, I don't know, The Sims might, right? Or something like that. Because that's just not, and if you want that, of course, there are mods. But that's not what this game does well. Hydroponics is now researched, so what next? So the hydroponics I'm going to be employing in this spot here. Where's my terrain affordance? Looks to me like I need a lot more wood in this colony too. Let me cut down some trees. Carpet making, huh? So I'm gonna put a grow light somewhere in here. What are my power? You know, my grid excesses are fine. I can afford a grow light. So we'll put a sun lamp somewhere around here and grow some crops for finer meals because they deserve it. Now the other issue is that the terrain affordance of this one bridge here won't. You know what? I could just do. Here, let me just do one moisture pump, and that will fix it. Now, unfortunately, this also made our bedroom outside until we cut down some additional trees. So hey, tree cutters, could you cut some trees? And carpet making will be next. I need some shag carpets. If you say so. I have dogs, and you know, I can't have shag carpets in real life. All right, where's my plant cutters? Arna, that would be you. Because obviously we're gonna have some bedroom issues until we get this constructed. Nope, don't turn around. Keep working. Do your jobs. Alright, so that's plugged in. I can destroy that now. And remove the floor. Alright, Ursa, how bad is your trade price? Yeah, it went down like 6% because of that jaw issue. Not great. Not great. She's still the best in this colony, but oh well. Alright, so now this can afford heavier terrain. Looks like it's going to be a very small hydroponics area because of the overhead mountain restrictions here. I could keep digging out eastward, but I don't want to go forever. I don't need a ton of hydroponic basins to feed this group anyway. A gift. Whoa! That is a big gift from one person. Holy moly. Oh, because you're kind. Not that that really had anything to do with it, but dang. That's a lot of silver for a gift, especially at my difficulty. I'd expect that on easier difficulties, but 500 silver is kind of a lot. Is there a way to deal with overhead mountain stuff? Not really, no. There are some mods that allow you to remove it, but I wouldn't use those mods because that's cheese. So you just have to avoid digging into the overhead mountain areas. The only other way to avoid it, because as you can see this base has overhead mountain, is to freeze it down to negative 17C or colder. And as a result, it causes... Oh, I understand. Oh boy, I screwed something up over here. I screwed a lot up. I should have consulted the, oh well. All right, let me fix it. So, insects from overhead mountains will not spawn. Now I understand why... Oh. Blarney. Now I understand why I had it set up that way. It's because of the overhead mountain issues. I think I'm going to fill it in. It's probably the most elegant solution. Oh well, I have plenty of marble, so that's not much of an issue. Have you missed anything? Not yet. We're about to go on the Njörun run. We are half a day away, and I'm going to have shooters join from the base. So I was in the middle of saying, yeah, the only way to really avoid infestations is either to turn them off or to freeze the area below negative 17C, and that will stop insects from spawning. So here in my main base area, I have these air conditioners keeping it below the insect minimum temperature spawning. to keep them from popping up. But the problem is that doesn't stop outside spaces. So this spot here and this spot here is on the wrong side of the wall and requires me to fill it in. Because if you fill it in physically with your with walls and whatnot, it also won't allow for insects to spawn. So I just wasn't looking when I expanded my mining here, and then retroactively realized that I had screwed it up. And I'm just, over here, I'm just changing the stone type from granite to marble, so it just blends in a little bit nicer. Let's move the lamp on the other side. Alcohol binge with Edith, because your father died. Okay. So here's the first time we get to try this. This is the you may not drink construction walling that I had prepped for a while. And I haven't had the chance to use it. Unfortunately, the constructor in my colony is the one that is binging. So I'm going to have someone else to, because I sent all my constructors to do that last raid. Ragnar, you are going to construct for me, I hope. You make that wall, and then not. You make this wall. And that will stop Edith from being able to access the mead. And the only other problem is that I have a bunch of beer fermenting, but that's not going to be done for 1.2 days. So at this moment now, we should have a dry colony. I don't think that there's any booze available to Edith to binge. And she'll be over her father dying in 2 days and her friend Ari dying in 5 days. Yep, it's a rough life for a Viking. But it's, you know, we're a doomsday Viking. We're trying to kill off the entire population of the world, so it's a few deaths here or there is just small prices to pay, I suppose. So this here will be my hydroponics. I don't think I'm going to double wall it, even though that would be best. Let's just put in some heaters. And we're going to make this area look nice. I'm going to smooth it all out and have it be glorious, just like the rest of this island base. Actually, don't dig that. There. It's almost symmetrical. It's almost symmetrical. Maybe if I put... Well, it won't be symmetrical just because of the way the mountain's laid out, but... There we go. There is the spot where I'll put hydroponics, because you had me research that. I don't know where the carpet's going to go. Maybe... I really don't know. I don't really have use for a carpet, so... But yet you voted for one. Alright, guys. We are going to send some shooters over to the Njörun run. Frode, Knut, Naz, and Crow. They definitely didn't need as many pods as they put in, but they're going to go join Wolu's caravan to kill some Njörun. And I think we're just waiting on Crow. Counting on Crow. Okay. Give to Wolo's caravan. Crypt carpets? You mean carpets in the crypt? Yeah, I could do dark carpet in there. All right, so now we have a sizable group for the Njörun run. The only other problem is that Farskip is Sven's psi focus is a little too low for Farskip, but he could maybe just crank some go juice and get his Farskip back up to an appropriate level. Another thing that I might benefit from is... So barricades are ugly, but tougher than sandbags, and obviously not flammable if you make them out of stone. But because all this is outside, I don't really care if it's ugly. So I'm going to add some barricades to the northern wall. I don't have enough real estate to afford barricades anywhere else. but over here I'll put barricades, and here I could put barricades as well, and more barricades. And that way, if shooters are shooting back at me, they have a, you know, defense over aesthetics. Yeah. Well, this is also, if I really went defense, it would be granite block barricades, because that would be tougher. But just marble barricades should be enough for 99% of the types of attacks that come my way. And then as a little reminder, after the Njörun run, you guys want me to kill the rough tribals, which would be, is that Pact of Zoxy? Yeah, so that'd be green. These 5 green TPs. Hey, Red Dragon. Pleasure seeing a patron here. I mean, there's actually a whole lot of you. I should have you all sound off as a source of personal pride. But no, seriously, thanks for showing up and resubbing. An evening to you. All right, here's the map encounter. So I haven't fought one of these in a while. Hi, Buffalo. You're gonna behave, right? Yeah, you're in restraints. So here are 5 Njörun. And they're just mooing towards me. Wolu, Freya are gonna stand out front. And then we're gonna line up like we're fighting redcoats. They're cute, but they are deadly. I'm not really doing much in the way of micromanagement here, just some chaos skipping. Are you punching me, Buffalo? What are you doing? Looks like you wanted hugs. All right, so I'm out of side casts here. So I'm gonna have my brawlers throw down. Whoa, that hurt. They're tough. Buffalo, what are you doing? All you shooters shoot this one. I know I could use lances, but I'm just not going to. Whoa, Wolu is getting totally smashed to bits. So let me not do that. I didn't want to use my side focus this way, but then after watching Wolu's eye get torn out and his nose get smashed to nothing, it warrants side focus usage. Payment arrived, so we're gonna have so much jade, and they're all dead. Okay, who plant cuts here? Naz. So we're gonna want to butcher them, and then meditate. Who else docks? No, really, you're the only doc. Sorry, Wolu. That just means you're gonna get another bionic eye and a nose, cause that's my fault. So eye and nose. Wolu's gonna be prettier when I'm done with him. Yeah, I wasn't going to ranch them. We don't have like a hard no ranching rule, but it is a somewhat hard no ranching rule of we're not ranching. We're trying to kill everything. So the egg layers is the exception, and the animal haulers, but they all died anyway, so there's really, it's kind of a moot point because they're dead. They're dead, Jim. All right, so Sven's side focus gaining to get home. I probably have a ridiculous... Oh, God, it all landed here. I have a ridiculous amount of jade. You know what I'm going to do with this jade? Who arts? Scarred arts? Scarred. Let's have you make grand sculptures out of jade for funsies. I have 6 shy of 3 grand sculptures. So I'll try to get 3 more jade and we'll be good. Alright. Now, butcher all. And Naz, you're a cook. So the Njörun leather is not amazing, but it's pretty good. And now I know not to tank them, because they ripped out Wolu's eyes real fast. I figured they were tough. I figured they were big tanks, but I didn't realize how big. I guess what I could have done is just check their stats when they were alive. I hydrate. Cheers. Hey, Defiant Potter. Actually, I have a message for you. Here it is. Now, that's not... Oh, the research is done. What to research? Carpet making is now done. And a pet yo... Oh, guys, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Stop, 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 stop. Did I not bring food with me? Ew. Okay. Well, then, here's the thing. I think we have food supply. So, I'd like to get Sven's psi focus enough to just skip home. And he's very, very close to his psi focus requirements to skip home. So, here's what I'm going to do. Schedule him to just psi focus, and we'll get home in no time. I'll just create a caravan and throw myself home. So, I think the consensus was a carpet here. Let's do a dark carpet in here. In the crypt. Okay, he has enough psi focus now. I'm just going to push it a little bit higher so he doesn't lose it as I transition out. Let's expand the stockpile to include more of the Njörun leather. Reform caravan. Take the Njörun meat. That's going to be funny when I teleport with that. Take the 1 wood. Sure. And buffalo. Send. And skip. Alright, buffalo here needs to be arrested by someone capable of doing it well. So, Edith, my wonderful warden who keeps going on mental breaks. And then she's set to warden. Good. So, Buffalo, you are going to be given fine meals. And we are going to try to recruit you. What's your 19? Okay, that's not too bad. Molecular analysis. Get the immuno enhancers. Shellbell was asking about Njörun's mod info. If you didn't have no ranching, are they they are technically tameable, the same way that all the other animals in the Viking mod are tameable. They're just very, very dangerous to tame because of the violent chance. So Thrombofur has 208 sharp, and the Njörun leather has 143. So it's worse significantly than the Thrumbo. What is this good for? Heat? I guess it's good for heat. It has the same as Thrumbo for heat. I think they produce wool, but I don't know. I'd never really tame them. Not in this series, because that's not what we do. So we do have a bionic leg here for someone who's missing toes. Eric was the only one. Okay. Fine. He doesn't deserve it because I think he picked all the fights, but whatever. Technically, we'll give him the leg. Yeah, they all of the Viking mod animals have like a 99% chance of retaliation on fail. So, and you saw how fast that they absolutely decimated Wollo's face. So unless you have a tame inspiration, it would be very risky. Next thing is the fierce tribal. So next raid tactics. We have psycasts, artifacts, traditional raid, or oops, my L key didn't work. Or Doomsday. Again. We only have one more Doomsday launcher, but if you want to see that deployed in a raid, we can. Let's open up access to the drugs. May the drugs flow. Who's a constructor? No one? Here, Sven, you do it. Because Edith is no longer trying to binge. And taking a look over here, we're just about done prepping this area for... How warm is it? Yeah, it's pretty warm. Prepping this area for grow hydroponics. I'm going to fill that piece of the wall in because I don't need it to be that large. Okay, so right there is good. I'll smooth this out anyway. Alright, while you vote on that, I'm gonna turn it over to Yoda and run to the bathroom. Hey buddy, you're on. Oh yes, little Yoda. Thank you, buddy. I'll leave him on. Yeah, so there's the grow light. And now I have to figure out exactly what the most efficient shape for the grow up is. You know, I actually might make it more... I might make it just design it so that it's easier to maintain, to like walk around, rather than like min-max for growth. So something like that. It's enough benches. Yeah, That's enough benches to keep us fed if I grow rice or something like that. Maybe 2 more like that. I wish I could go lower, but I can't because of that spot. Because I could really fill it in if I wanted to. I don't know. Maybe I'll have you all vote. So traditional raid is what you all vote on. Hydroponics. Fill the space in or allow it to be traversed. There. It's up to you now. All right, well, Uzai is done. And we'll work on the nose. It was his left eye. The bulk goods trader is overhead for these guys, which is good because I have a lot of bulk goods. Ursa, that would be you. Get it going, girl. We've got the components I want to buy. Let's sell all leathers because we don't need leathers here at all. They... Marble stool. Even the bed rolls. I guess we've just about break even. That's not that sexy, but... shock lance. Let's buy shock lance. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I'll even sell the chem fuel that I have because I can just make more out of the meat I have. They did not, however, buy any of my blocks because they never do. So chem fuel out of woods, out of organics, and we're gonna make it out of meat. Allow the area to be traversed. Got it. So this is... Can I go up any? No. This would be ultimate traverse. Pteropods. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Yeah, this is enough benches to keep us fed because we just don't have a huge population here. Oh, Timberwolf hunting Sven. That is a dumb idea. Sven, where are you? Wait, where is that Timberwolf? Oh, here it is. Ah, this is almost built, though. So, pteropods, Aborn's clan wants to call in a mech cluster on me, and they will give me, honestly, garbage. They will give me this non-Viking princess who's a wimp, or some jade stuff. I'll have you vote. Should I accept the Terror Pods quest? And if yes, you get to vote on the rewards. But yeah, there you go. Come on, Wolf, hurry up. I don't have all day. Oop, no, attack the wolf. Okay. Such threat. Much danger. All right, I think what I'll do is I'll fill in the remainder of this space. And make it, like, real cozy. So let's put a floor of steel tile here. And there we go. Alright. Pteropods. So a traditional raid would mean that, oh man, Sven, I'm sorry about your schedule. Would mean that Sven would need to skip us home. Let's see. On the map here, we could cluster these two together and do two at once. Do two raids. So then what I'm going to ask you after this is the second raid. The first one will be a traditional raid, or the second one will be a traditional raid. One of them will be traditional. But the other one, should we use, you know, artifacts or sidecasts or anything like that, that will be up to you. I should be able to call in. No, you can't even talk. I should. What the heck? What door was open? Oh. Wait, what? No, no, no. What door was open? How are they here? I don't even know. I am so confused. But they've been eating my sweet rolls. Alright, well, it's not allowed. The Thrumble broke the doors, but I replaced them near immediately. So that's definitely not how they got in. Mega Sloths are, like, not that weak. So I gotta be a little careful. This is gonna cause a lot of blood. Oh, great. Oh, it's going for a trip. Rip rat, yeah, definitely rip rat. Splat. Splat. Well, that's a squirrel, but still. How did they get in? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe like I far skipped them or something stupid. Alright, so here, yeah, we're gonna grow rice. And that means Arna. Oh man, Arna, you're gonna have a lot of stuff to do. Gaia, you're gonna do it as well. Trap path with turrets? No, because the door's closed. Remember when hydroponics used to have dirt in them? Yes. I'm not sure why they did away with the aesthetics of the old hydroponics. I kind of liked it. Well, this tomb is getting darker, I guess. And Pteropod's quest will be a no. Just looking at it again, it is... I mean, it's a lot of turrets. 8 auto-charge turrets is quite a lot of turrets for what amounts to be a pretty paltry sum of rewards. Man, where does the man end and the machine starts? What? Oh yeah, Sin still prays, doesn't she? All right, let me pray up to a minimum here, and then Ursa, you are being hunted. This warg is taking a sweet time. Yeah, I know. Thanks, game. Yeah, I don't mind fighting mech clusters. That is obviously not my concern. It's more the fact that it doesn't reward me with anything. And ultimately, we're supposed to be killing off all enemy factions, so if it's just a lot of work for no reward, or very little reward, well then what's the point? Is where my mind goes to. Alright, Yoda, I'm taking over. Sin with an insulting spree. It looks like she's going to go insult the warg that died. Maybe the thrombo horn was holding the door open. Yeah, that's possible. When there was so much hay here that it spilled over or something. But even then I have doors here too, so it'd have to hold like multiple doors open. It's a question that you know, I'm fine with being unanswered. Just I'm not sure how it was propped open. It's no big deal. I can afford a few sweet rolls to be stolen. Well, there's our hydroponics. Let me put light here, I guess. I don't know. I'll put the light there. Alright, so the other thing I was going to do... Why can't we reach that? Whatever. How much? I have plenty of limestone. Cool. I was going to fill this in with limestone because it just doesn't need to be this big. And the smaller it is, the less heat it will require. Aesthetic nose is done. That is for the Wolu. So we had his nose torn off by a legendary ox. Makes for a good story, a good bar story. It's a good, you know, sharing your war wounds. You're like, wow, you sure do have a pretty nose. It's like, oh, well, I have quite a story to go with that nose. My last nose was torn off by a war oxen. Wolf, I don't trust you. No. Sorry, Tumb, but your doctoring skills are garbage. So stop it. You are not doctoring him. No one knows the trouble I've seen. Yes. I don't know why society hates puns. I like some wit like that. Sorry for being garbage. It's not your fault. I didn't train you to be a better doctor, but I absolutely cannot have you. What's your skill? I can't have a medical skill of 6, a amateur at best. What is your success chance? Your success chance 78%. Yeah, if I was gonna go under a procedure and they said, oh yeah, our doctor kills, you know, roughly 22 out of every 100, I'd be like, no thanks, I'm good, I'll pass. I will just not get this procedure done because I don't want to be killed by my doctor. 78 is still better than 0%. True. So that's 78%, and then also with the added calculation of there being like a 2% guaranteed fail, so it's like a 3 out of 4, let's call it. It's still better than, you know, Crow's 9% chance, I suppose. Good old posture checks. I abide. All right, I like this little traversable micro farm. It brings me joy. It brings me Marie Kondo levels of joy. And we'll be able to crank out some fine meals out of it too, which will be nice. Microfarm must be protected at all costs, Medj says. I will try. I will try. One thing I could do here, which, let me put stone here instead of wood, because hypothetically a shooter from over here could shoot in, especially flame-based weapons, and sort of destroy that part of the farm. So I'll fix that. There is a medical mod that would allow me to operate at level 10 or better. Yeah, there is a lot of mods that do that for me. One thing you should know about me and my channel is if there's a mod that does it for me, I won't use it. Basically, as part of the challenge of playing RimWorld, I like to have to do the micromanagement myself, so I don't use mods like Pickup and Haul or Quality Builder or any of those mods that automate what otherwise would be a labor-intensive function purposefully. I love, I want the challenge of doing it myself and not just having the game do it for me, in other words. Because I'm playing, I'm not letting my mods play. So I famously have a very small mod list, and as a result, you can see my mods here are almost entirely UI. Let's take a quick look. No time controls, that's just sound. Numbers is UI. Show drafty weapon is UI. Vanilla music is just music. Begone message is UI. Fahrenheit and Celsius is UI. Custom music is music. Faction control I don't even need that anymore. That was just to set up the hostile factions, so that's not even a thing. Keep bed ownership, honestly, I should remove because it's just been pissing me off. One big family isn't even enabled anymore. Simple search bar is more or less UI. Viking factions is the, color-coded move bar is basically UI. Block unwanted minutia is UI. The only thing that's non-UI right now is the Viking mod. That's it. That's the only mod that really is not doing something other than just user interface or user experience. One could make the argument that keep bed ownership is the only other mod. It is a non-UI mod, and you'd be right. But I'm not even really using it. So, yeah, one big family, aka Naz and his family forest. He has a family aspen forest. Because famously aspen trees are all interconnected root systems. So he's Naz in the Pando forest. He would be a very honest depiction of his family tree. It's kind of absurd how related he is to everybody. It is a bit of a burnt forest now. It looks a bit like Australia did about a year and some months ago. And as a result here, he always has my kin died penalties, always. Like, there has not been a moment. He's one of two original colonists, right? Him and Sven, right? That survived the original onslaught. I think it's safe to say that for the last 8 years straight, he has had dead relative mental debuffs. And there's not been an exception to that. Because if we take just a moment here, and look at his family tree. Brother dead, uncle dead, grandfather dead, granduncle dead, grandaunt dead. Kin. Dead, missing. Dead, dead. Okay, I'm just gonna stop now. I think you get the point. It scrolls. It scrolls for many, many kin. He's lost, yeah, he's lost a family forest, is really what you could say. It is sort of hilarious. All right, Sven. Your psi focus is not high enough. So the question here is, do you want me to do 2 raids in 1 trip? Yes or no? Basically, are we going to do one of these 3 that are triangulated around our base, or are we going to double up and do these 2? And if so, what is the tactic for the other raid? Because we'll use traditional raid tactics once, where it's just run and gun, that kind of thing. And then the other one, we have to decide. And I'll pull you all on that. So Sin's still praying. Thank you for watching The Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com, which can be found in the description of the video, has all of the information you need to catch a live stream. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.